Before I start this review off, I have a few things to say. One, yes, I'm in a different room for this video. I have some things going on with my room, like the lights aren't working and whatnot, so I gotta get new lights installed into my room. Secondly, I hit 900 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me over the past 5 years. And speaking of 5 years, it is my 5th anniversary of my YouTube channel, at least when I'm planning to get this video up, which is Monday the 9th. So again, thank you guys for an amazing 5 years and whatnot. I really do appreciate it. And 900 subscribers, we just hit that, and so we're really close to 1K, and it's really surprising to me because I didn't think I'd get this far on YouTube. Trust me, I really didn't. So again, thank you all so much for the support. Again, I apologize for being in a different room for this video. Hopefully, after about 2 more videos, I'll be back in my room recording. But yeah, for now, all the live action segments for my videos will be recorded in pretty much this general room. And yeah, so thank you all for the support and enjoy the review. So, 20 years ago, Pokemon Red and Blue had released, and now, 20 years later, we've got Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. This is actually my little brother's copy. So, yeah, we're gonna mainly be reviewing Pokemon Sun for this video. But we've got Pokemon Moon too. For you Team Moon guys. I can't come up with a clever joke for this. Jesus Christ. 20 years ago, Pokemon Red and Blue released in Japan. Since then, many people around the world have become Pokemon crazy. The games, the anime, the trading card game, everything blew up. Pokemon was an instant success. No matter what year, what age you are, you will always hear someone talk about Pokemon somewhere. That's how famous of a franchise it is. As for myself, I was introduced into Pokemon at about the age of 5, and I had played Pokemon Sapphire first. Around the time of Pokemon Platinum's release, all my friends were Pokemon crazy, and I remember getting Platinum just a few weeks after release. From my memory, almost everyone I talked to in the small town I used to live in so many years ago was playing the new games that had just released. Now, even though I moved out of state in 2011, I still talk to most of these friends and will go up there sometimes during the summer. Now, about 9 years after I got into Pokemon and 20 years after the release of Pokemon Red and Blue, the newest installments of this series, Pokemon Sun and Moon, have released. How do they hold up against the other games in this series? Time to find out. The plot of Pokemon games have always been pretty straightforward. The game starts off with you, the trainer, talking to the professor of the Alola region, Professor Kukui. He asks for your name and a photo of you for your trainer passport. Once you conclude that, you start your adventure on becoming a Pokemon Master. Choose your starter, catch them all, the usual for the Pokemon games. Throughout your adventure in the Alola region, you'll meet many friends, enemies, and rivals. And though this is a spoiler-free review, I want to say that the characters you meet really do evolve. Another thing I'll say about the story of Pokemon Sun and Moon is that it's incredible. In my eyes, I'd say it's the best story in a Pokemon game. With that though, I have to cut the talk about the story short since I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't played the games yet. Now, even though I really do enjoy the story, the beginning of the game was probably my least favorite section of the game. The tutorial dragged on for much longer than needed, and I get that Nintendo and Game Freak want new players to understand the game, but it comes off as annoying to me. Once you complete the tutorial section though, the game gets much better and much more enjoyable. Just like the story, the gameplay to Pokemon games have always been pretty straightforward. You travel around the Alola region catching Pokemon, battling Pokemon, the usual. But comparing the gameplay to other games in the series, it feels like the Pokemon formula, but evolved. Replacing gyms, you have the trials. The trial captain gives you a specific task to do, and once you finish that task, you fight the totem Pokemon. Totem Pokemon are essentially stronger forms of a certain Pokemon. There are 7 trials and 7 totem Pokemon to battle in total. Once you complete these trials, you are rewarded with a Z Crystal for your Z Ring that represents the typing of that trial. Thing is, there aren't only 7 Z Crystals to collect. There are actually 16 in total. The other 9 crystals, on the other hand, you get them outside the trials. I do like the setup of the different trials, but I doubt they'll return in the next main series game. I also do hope, though, that they bring back the trial setups, but possibly in a Pokemon Sun and Moon sequel or a Generation 7.5. Another thing missing from Pokemon Sun and Moon are HM moves. Replacing those are Ride Pokemon, which is also known as the Poké Ride system. There are 7 Ride Pokemon you obtain throughout your adventure, each helping with specific obstacles. Though I do miss the classic HM moves, I think Ride Pokemon are a much quicker way of traversing the world around you, and I do hope they continue to use them for future games. Besides that, Pokemon Sun and Moon has the same formula that the series is known for. You have up to 6 Pokemon in your party, it's got the turn-based battle system, all that is here, and I'm glad. Sun and Moon keeps the simple formula that the series has always had, but adds some new features to the formula, which is great. keep evolving the gameplay and the features while keeping the gameplay very close to how it's always been at the same time. The soundtrack to Sun and Moon is thrilling. Every track in the game, whether lighthearted or dark, sounds very well composed. For the presentation, it's just like every other Pokemon game. Very good. Everything is crafted well here in Pokemon Sun and Moon. The models look good, the soundtrack again is great, and the landscape is beautiful. Everything is great for a 3DS game. The game looks bright and the colors contrast very well, and the visuals again looks great for a 3DS game. Though the visuals look great for a 3DS game, some textures do not look the best, and I've seen other 3DS games at least do better, and I think the Pokemon team should really improve on that. Overall, Sun and Moon do very well as next generation Pokemon titles. These games may just be as good or even better than the other games. The story feels very well written and crafted, and the gameplay is the original formula with added features, making the game feel new in some aspects. The sound and presentation feels important and very well done. The thing I feel that the series needs though is a difficulty spike. Game Freak could add an easy, normal, or hard modes just to balance these difficulties. Pokemon games recently have just felt way too easy, and I get it's a game for everyone including kids, but still, others play Pokemon and need some sort of change in difficulty. Another thing I think the series needs is to add it to other Nintendo consoles other than the 3DS. Since the Nintendo Switch is releasing soon, have future Pokemon games released on both the 3DS and the Nintendo Switch so more people can experience the games. Other than those, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon do a fantastic job at evolving the series while keeping it at its core. Definitely go give them a look if you own a 3DS and if you're a Pokemon fan or wanting to get into Pokemon for the first time. That out of the way, I'm excited to see what the future of Pokemon holds and how it will evolve. Happy 20th anniversary to the Pokemon series. I thank you for bringing me and friends together throughout my life. Hanging out with friends and playing Pokemon with friends are experiences that I will never forget, and I will always cherish those memories.